Hello, welcome. This is Clara from Creations by Klare. I'll be sharing 3 easy projects to do in this video. These mirrors and a frame. First is this ugly frame, colored brown with leaves and little flowers. Here's the back. It's in good condition. I couldn't remove the back and it's a plastic cover. But I painted the front side here with chalk paint. The front of the frame was covered with like a fabric of some sort, and it was pretty rough, so a good amount of this snow white paint, but no problem because I was going to put the ballet slipper on top. So let's see if I can beautify this kind of not so pretty frame. We'll see. Let's start with some ballet slipper chalk paint. This is a very pretty color pink. So I'm applying cornstarch to this IOD mold. This is the Juliette, and of course one of my favorites. Like I had said in the previous, I'm going to be using this mold quite a bit. So if it doesn't turn around and make this frame beautiful, I don't know what will. But adding the cornstarch helps release the cloth easier. Don't have to put it every time. I usually just after maybe 3 or 4 times I add a little bit of cornstarch if I'm going to be using the same mold. So I'm putting the roses on just both 2 corners of the frame and gluing on with E6000. After the flowers are glued onto the frame, I like to paint them almost right away to help reduce any cracking the clay may have. It's not a guarantee, but it may. So just painting it very carefully, very gingerly, not to destroy any of the casts. This is the napkin I'm going to use to decoupage on the backer board for the frame. It is a Christmas napkin, but I thought the lambs were so cute. I had to use this for the sweet pink frame. And here I'm cutting the backer board, 3 by 4, I think, out of a cereal box. I I almost forgot to paint the backer board white or snow white, and this helps because the napkin is almost translucent with only one ply. I forgot to mention that. I removed the extra ply of the napkin, so this white paint kind of helps the picture pop a little bit, especially if the backer board is gray or brown. And so I'm using Mod Podge to apply the napkin, and I'm going to smooth it out with the piece of saran wrap, or just a piece of plastic is sufficient, or your hand if you're careful. So I'm also going to apply a layer of Mod Podge on the top of the napkin to seal it. And here, once the napkin was dried, I'm just using this finger sander to make a clean cut around the edges. It probably wasn't necessary, but I just wanted to try and see it, and this little cardboard held up really well. So I went ahead and cut another piece of cardboard just to make it this little backer board a little stronger with 6000, and then painted another layer of Mod Podge. So the final application, I'm using white wax all around the front to bring out the details of the Juliette roses and the existing imprints of leaves and little flowers that this frame had. And this will also seal the frame. And on the back, the little edge, I just put a little pink. And that's it for this frame. And we're going to the second DIY. So DIY number 2, we're working on 2 mirrored frames. These are a gift of items given to me by my neighbor, and their colors are not the same, so they needed a good upcycle. So I'm going to paint both of them completely with the color ink, which is black, and they are going to be my dark and moody project. I felt that this mirror needed something else, so I used this trimming Redesign by Prima. I really like this little trimming, so I'm cutting the corners at a slant, and just skipping that little, was this little attached emblem, or I don't know what you call this little thing that's in these 4 little emblems that are around the frame. And I will be gluing them on with E6000 and painting them with the color ink as well. Once the chalk paint was dried on the trimmings, I am applying this, it's called copper. The name of it is copper. It's acrylic metallic paint. And I'm going to do it on half the mirror, and the other half I'm going to be using pure gold metallic. And I did, prior to that, I did add some white wax around it, but it was just a little bit too bright against the black. I don't know. It usually, things like that usually work out okay, but for some reason, maybe the size of it or something didn't quite suit me. But half of it's going to be this gold, and the other half's going to be the copper. What do you guys think? Do you like this half and half, or should I have gone entirely gold or entirely copper? So I'm glutton for punishment. Here's the second one. I'm applying the white wax to see how it comes out, how it looks, and you can see how bright it is. I don't know, or the white really stands out. So I'm going back now. I'm applying the gold to one side, right over the white wax. I think that looks kind of nice. It really brings out the details a lot, a lot nicer, not so glaringly with the white. Like I said, I think it's just the size. It's just a small frame, 4x4. So I'm almost done. I'm going to seal the frames with Rustoleum water-based top coat. So this is DIY number 3. These Baroque home interior frames, I've had them for like forever. And I really did like the color, but as you can see, a little whitish. They're kind of faded, or they either the faded out when I cleaned them with the baby wipe. The color is just that goes to fade. So I'm going to apply the antique wax, and I really liked how it kind of brought out the gold that was already existing. And I'm applying it, but I'm going to wipe it off at the same time also. I'm going to apply white wax over the details with when I tried to use a paintbrush to apply the wax, it just kind of covered the whole even the parts that did not have the detail. It just made it kind of look kind of dullish, and with just my finger is just applying it to those areas, and just brings out the details very nicely. Here's a little closer up on the details of this beautiful uh, design. And these frames are like a 4x4 size. And to finish up, I'm going to apply Rustoleum top coat to protect. Here are the completed projects. I hope you're inspired by these simple upcycles. Thank you for watching.